Hello there, welcome to the Green Technology. In this video lecture, we are trying to see source of energy production already in use. In the last video sessions, we have seen what are the different energy available in India and what is the comparison, the cost estimation for the installation also we do have seen. In this case, already existed in India energy productions we are going to be seeing. The first and foremost is going to be the fossil fuels, coal, oil and the petroleum. Right? These are already existed. We do have a thermal power stations, we do have NPTEL we are going to be say, and almost all the steel factories also like Jindal, Tata, Birla and SAIL, they have their own thermal power stations. They are converting the coal, the heat energy into the water. And then what is the main in this case? So the transport activities depends on the oil as well as the petroleum. Right, the transport activities depends on the oil and petroleum. In this case, the fossil fuels give energy but also produce at the same time unwanted CO2 when ignited. This is the residuals. When you are converting the mass from one form to the another form, one energy to the another energy, there is the residuals are there. In this case, the CO2 that's maybe existed in the particle or maybe in this one. So this is going to be the main source for the greenhouse gases, and these are going to be effective. So in this case, active policy scenario in 2030, the 67% of all energy productions are expected to be from the coal resources. That means we are reducing to the 67% in this case. India will have to make efforts to find more efficient ways of using its coal resources, possibly by setting up the coal cleaning facilities, the powerhouse integrated with the carbon capture and storage facilities, some sort. So in this CCS, in this case, that means carbon capture and storage underground is possible when geology is favorable. So these are going to be the scientists or the researchers are going to be working how we can dispose these carbon emissions. The hydropower. The second one is going to be hydropower. This is also we started to cultivate from the since long. The monsoon country like India, we do have a large reservoirs and the dams we have constructed. And then still they are going to be started cultivating this kind of the potential energy of the water is going to be converted into the kinetic energy by using the wind turbines. The Bhutan also be several hydropower projects because of the mountain terrain, but the electricity so produced is solely for the benefit of the India. The India has constructed lot of dams and over there, and that we are using for our purpose. And USA, Germany, China and India rank high in the world hydropower generations. So in hydropower projects, the rainwater harvested. This is the man-made reservoirs we are providing at the territory of these hills. The turbines located, so these are the way the electricity is going to be converting. The next one, the after use, the water released to the river downstream to become a source of the fresh water for the irrigation, the water supply to the towns and for the downstreams. There is no side effects. Almost to hydropower plants we can say the zero carbon emissions are going to be taking place. In this sense, the water has two roles to play: generate the power and then meet the irrigation and water supply needs. So in fact, so in this case we do have a zero emissions of the carbon dioxide from this kind of hydraulic power plants. Are not possible in flat terrains with they are possible where there is a mountains, and these are the drawbacks it is going to be existed. The Mumbai's, the large hydro projects in this case, what they did it. In this case, Tata Hydro at Bhuvpuri at Lonwala. So they have constructed the lake water operates the turbine. At the same time, so the floating solar PV panel on the lake water surface around. That means the floating solar cells they are going to be made on this lake around 24,000 acres, and so that they are going to be generating the 4,000 megawatts. A trial project is first envisaged with only the 13.5 kilowatts of the electricity. And small hydropower projects also they are planning. In this case, 25 megawatt capacities are reported to remain a problem because of the most streams and rituals in India are not permanent. So they are depends on the rainy seasons. That what he want to say. The attempting at creating small dams on such a streams cause objections from the downstream farmers. Also, the land deforestation also is going to be taking. Nonetheless, around 2,700 megawatts of electricity is produced in this manner at present by combination of the small hydropower plants as well as the PV cells attachments. And what is the main outcome from this one? We have seen the fossil fuels, that is existed energy resources in India, that is in the coal, oil and power plants, petroleum power plants, the hydropower, Mumbai. So the large hydro projects and the floating solar panels, small hydro projects, they have certain constraints. At the same time, they have their own advantages. By doing a lot of research, they can make it available to the public in this case. So, thank you. For more updates, follow the channel.